Jack.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave, with shafafa on the side.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Once again on the road, and we're back for the sequel. The man, the myth, the legend, Chef Reno Cerbone, Heritage Fort Lauderdale. The man, he's not afraid. He doesn't shy away from controversy. Does he?
He goes after
A real
it.
character has a lot of personality. It's reflected in the vibe that you feel in this place, which is extremely upbeat. And you definitely so to the construction crew on US 1, just a little bit south of Oakland Park Boulevard, I believe. Finally underway is the Jiffy Lube construction.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, what used to be
That
Skyline
used to
Chili?
be Skyline Chili, and I thought of you, and I thought, how appropriate is this that it's going to be an oil change center?
I know, and I'm friendly. The family that were the former owners of that particular location, the Bucher family, Ken Bucher. He didn't tell me, but I think maybe they left a full vat of Skyline Chili for the first lube jobs at the new
I would think,
Valvoline Oil
depending
Center.
on the make and model of car you have, that would be very appropriate.
And I say that with love because I love Skyline Chilies. Welcome back,
It's
Reno
surprising under those
Cerbone.
circumstances you even are allowed into Heritage Mayo. I mean,
Well,
I
now-
know Reno's a very liberal-thinking person.
I, out of deference to you, because you hated when I would ask top flight chefs this question, but I've
I did.
never
Yeah,
asked it
I
of
hated it.
Reno.
Yeah.
Skyline Chili.
It better be controversial. That's all I wanna
Skyline
answer.
Chili. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Have you ever tried?
I gotta be honest, I've never had it.
That is ridiculous.
No, it is not.
Me and
Right?
you, we're
He's a
getting,
chef, a
we're
top
getting
guy.
hammered
Sunrise
one
has
morning.
one.
Okay.
We're going to day drink because it's
Okay.
not open late at night. And we're going to go into our friends over at the Skyline Chili on University Drive
Yeah,
at
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
I'm down.
Tony Doyle and his wife.
No, the frozen stuff that you eat,
No, that
which
would
is
be
really disgusting. I
that-
mean, think about this. This is the worst swill. As a chef, you would be offended to call this chili. And this is where Mayo is way off base on this thing.
Are you familiar with the concept of Cincinnati chili?
I mean, chili.
But
I
do you
only
know-
eat Italian chili. It's bolognese.
Well, that's
There you
the
go.
thing. And that's the
And it has
thing.
flavor, my friend. It has flavor.
This is the most mislabeled product in the history of food
Yes.
in America.
Okay.
A bold admission by Mayo.
Because Cincinnati chili is not chili at all. It's really Greek bolognese sauce that they put on top of spaghetti.
Okay, so I'm not gonna pretend that I know about it. Educate me a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
is actually they start with a mound of spaghetti
okay.
and then they
Wait a
ladle
minute.
on.
Wait a minute.
Wait, yeah, go
Hold
ahead.
on a minute.
No,
Yeah,
it's bland
parboiled,
spaghetti on top of
overcooked
it.
spaghetti.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
on
and
your
then put it
side
on
for a second,
spaghetti.
but now you're putting chili on.
Not
Pasta,
even chili.
yeah.
Not even chili.
I gotta
Reno.
show you a
Cheese
picture.
on it,
First
and
of
then
all,
put cheese on
Don't
it.
show him.
You in
Picture.
prison? Prison, Mike?
You would rather have the Spam sandwich than Skyline
I
chili.
am absolutely shocked and
Yeah.
appalled that a man
one of
who
my,
grew up
one of
in
my
suburban
favorite one of my
Broward.
favorite humans in the world, Paul Babnick. If you're watching,
yeah.
you know Paul Babnick,
Yeah,
he's
a
like,
big
Reno,
fan of
have you ever
yours.
had a spaghetti sandwich?
Here, this is
Wow.
what it looks like.
I haven't had a spaghetti sandwich.
This is
Mike,
wait, here it is.
Mike,
That's the
Dave,
chili spaghetti.
I love you, bro, but you definitely shit your pants.
It's a joke, isn't it? Yeah.
Pardon your
There's
French.
It
no
is.
way.
It is,
First off,
a
that looks
known
like a toupee.
laxative that's highly effective. Yes.
That is the equivalent
I am
of a
showing him the
colonoscopy right
picture.
there. Yeah.
And I'm going to give you a quick breakdown because that's the bed of spaghetti. That makes it a one. Ladling the Greek bolognese sauce,
Are
which
you
they call
doing this
chili.
to try and
Well, what are
defend
you
it? Why are
trying
we
to
doing
prove
this?
here,
That's a
man?
two-way.
Here's the
Shredded
bottom
cheese
line,
is a
Reno.
three-way. If you put onions
Like,
or
now you
beans
get
on it, that's a
sexual. Okay, now we're
four-way.
having two ways. We're having three
So-
ways. We got chili. We got
And if you
meat.
got beans, onions, cheese, spaghetti, and the chili, that's a five-way. You know my order?
The
Reno?
no way.
His
That's
is
the
no
way I
way.
have it, yeah. Now think about this. Here's how we brought this up. I'm driving by on Federal Highway. The old Skyline Chili location that was the most popular is about
Fort
to become
Lauderdale.
a Jiffy Lube after 5 years, and they're finally beginning construction on it. And that's why I brought it up. And then he's got to go into this big defense, like
I love
talking
this
about
stuff.
how DNA doesn't matter anymore. OJ, I mean,
So-
it's ridiculous.
His
what this
order
guy-
is a no way. You haven't tried it yet. You're not allowed to have an opinion until you try it. Okay.
You know what?
And then
I'll give you
have,
that.
here's my
He has
order
an
when
opinion.
I go there. I order a wet 4-way, and tell me that doesn't sound sexy.
More
Wet
disgusting
4-way
as you
sounds
go.
like in the subways of New York. My God.
Seriously,
A wet 4-way.
Hey, is that something you type in on Pornhub?
There goes the Let's Eat South Florida Facebook
There's no
page.
doubt about it.
This is a man with a wet 4-way on his mind. Unbelievable.
Who's going to leave with a wet forehead?
How can we be talking about this? Don't dwell on this.
Wait.
Get
No,
off
I'm not
this
dwelling
topic.
on it.
Yeah, we're in Heritage.
I want to hit him with one other, because that's one of my guilty food pleasures. And I know chefs, even these beautiful, fancy chefs that present these beautiful dishes, and we're going to get hit with some in a second, and we're going to be promoting the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. Your dinner's sold out. But do you have either a late night drunk or even totally food pleasure, something that you maybe not want people to know about?
No, you know what? I'm not like a weirdo like that. But for me, as a food fan, I mean, you give me a nice, delicious burger, I'm pumped.
There you go. That's
Would
nice.
you
A burger,
like Popeye's fried chicken? That was Tony Bourdain's. Like, the fried chicken.
I've never had that either.
You knew him as Tony?
What kind of sheltered life have you lived up in Coral Springs?
Listen. You want to hear something funny?
What a sheltered life, yeah.
So they, I told you, my guys, they want to do a little show thing, whatever, like, because I haven't had a lot of fast food in years. Like McDonald's, I can't even remember. About a year and a half ago, we came up with this idea that we should set up a camera, me trying new fast food things. Well,
good idea.
Not new things.
Well,
like
we have a YouTube page.
Let's do it on the show.
Let me tell you something.
Or we have this. It can be a weekly segment.
You want to talk about drunk food that was a guilty pleasure when we were young? We used to go to Warped Tour, go to rock and roll shows, and hang out with all kinds of dirty broads. Taco Bell, right? Like we were.
Yeah.
Who the hell we were?
That was
so
very,
back in the day.
very
So
common.
back in the day, but the last time I had it, I was 17 years old.
Okay, so you don't continuously, like, you don't sneak one night and go to Taco Smell.
listen,
He became a man.
So listen,
He
so
grew
about
on
a
this
year,
guy like
so about a year and a half ago, they're like, Reno, let's go. We all got a bunch of beers. We went to his apartment. We're having a great time. And we ordered Taco Bell. And we ordered like $150.
Yeah,
Do you know how much
there you
Taco
go.
Bell we had?
Yeah.
We had enough for the building.
That's enough to fill a
Upon
porta potty.
arrival,
This whole area.
Not only was it flavorless, I remember having a lot more flavor. Maybe I'm just so sophisticated now.
Yeah, you moved on.
Yeah.
I almost shit my pants right there after the first quesadilla. And then they're like, wait, we're going to have this sauce and have that sauce and have this sauce and that sauce. By the time I knew it, I had sauce coming out of my eyes.
There's no way to disguise that it's garbage.
I got to tell him about the time I once reviewed a Mexican restaurant, high-end, brought by one of the groups in the country to one of the beachfront hotels here in Fort Lauderdale. Me and my group had such a bad meal that what we did afterward? We went right to Taco Bell. And then I said, the food we got at Taco Bell, maybe not better, but for the value
worse.
and the price. And that was the headline of my review.
It was also
my dinner at blank ended with a trip to Taco Bell.
There was a certain white powdery substance that was very popular at one time, and that usually led to a Taco Bell stop on the way home.
That's just the
at about
instant
3 in the
mayonnaise that he
morning,
probably keeps in his satchel to make a quick aioli to fancy it up. a little
Otherwise,
bit.
it was
So,
bad. Yeah, no question.
I will move on from this, but I can't believe,
I've had a Krispy Kreme, also been
Twinkies.
decade. Twinkies. I had a fried Twinkie at a. I think we were in Chicago. We were in a food hall. No, not a food hall. Like those food truck things. I had a fried Twinkie. That was
fried
pretty good.
Twinkie. Okay, fried
That was pretty
order. Cheddar biscuits at Red Lobster. I mean, that's one of my guilty.
I've never been to a Red Lobster.
Freaking good.
I've never been to
You
Red
shouldn't
Lobster.
admit that you've been there either, right?
The
I
Cheddar
wrote a
Bay
whole-
biscuits are great.
Under the
wrote a
capacity
whole
of being a food
list.
critic, I guess.
It was one
you
of my
could get
most
away with it.
popular stories when I was the food critic at the Sun Sentinel. Was like my 8 guilty food pleasures, and it was
Was
top-
Red Lobster?
Red
Well, the
Lobster.
Cheddar Bay
Not
biscuits.
Rash?
The biscuits. The biscuits are
Also
fire.
known
No,
as
the
Jet
biscuits are
Lobster.
just the cheddar biscuits.
And those are the free biscuits and a tall glass
Well,
of
then
water.
I
You
also-
son of a bitch.
I
You
also-
also-
Every place has one thing, right?
I
Every
order
place.
one obligatory fish dish or something just so I could get the biscuits.
So
You know how
you
he
have to order a
operates,
dish to
Reno.
get the biscuit.
You
Yes,
saw him
yes.
last night. I mean, did he go to his wallet even once?
Absolutely.
Listen, dinner
I
last
want
night?
to.
What was
Right now, right? He may have a big fucking mouth. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're
Wait,
going all
let's-
out today, boy.
Big
Sorry,
F
sorry,
him
sorry,
out.
sorry, sorry, sorry.
Oh, because he
Apologies
was
to
on
all the
our show.
censors.
He
Sorry,
cursed on
that's
our
right.
show.
He'll tell
That's
you
right.
the Booleanese
Sorry.
is off a little bit today, and that's why he
Sorry.
didn't order it. Yeah.
Sorry. I tell you what, Mike Mayo does not. He doesn't get the short arms. He doesn't get the short arms when it
No?
comes. No, I'm telling you, and I'm not kissing your ass.
He has a
either, 'cause
loud
believe me,
mouth. He
I
has
would
a
tell
loud
you.
mouth. He
I
just
would
doesn't
tell
have
you.
short arms.
I would tell you, be like, Mike, you little cheap bastard. Come on, reach a little further. Reach a
I
little further.
You should have seen him
Always-
at the valet parking.
Yeah,
line
and I will say
yesterday at,
this.
Deck 84.
When it comes to taking care of the front of the house,
Always good. Yeah, no, he's like Jimmy in Goodfellas.
I've
Right.
got a reputation to uphold, and also
now that you just admitted the cheddar biscuits, bro, your reputation.
no, I'm already taking shots from left and right from my members today, and that's what
Don't worry about
we
it.
were going to
Let's
do.
get to
Yeah,
it.
you know what? We'll get
forget
to that
about
later.
that. Yeah, get
forget
over that.
about
Yeah,
it.
forget
The
about
Let's Eat South Florida group. We're on here. Hello, everybody. If you're going to watch us, this man is a print. We're here also to talk about the upcoming Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival.
Yes.
We love it because it's benefiting the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. So, one of your favorite expressions is let's do it and drink for the kids. And,
That's right.
And eat for the kids and be merry. You guys are having the kickoff dinner. And once again, it's a sellout, right?
It's a sellout. Thank God. We sell out every year.
Lubie was angling for a seat.
Well,
I don't know
was
if he's
Lubie
got a
getting in?
schmooze.
Don't worry about it. I'll make it to go bag. Just come in.
The Jimmy Hill
Standing
thing going
room
on.
only.
Yeah, Henry Hill thing going on. Yeah,
Standing room only. And but listen, the first thing is before we get to the Food and Wine Festival, the people that put it on feeling best.
Yeah, they do
but
a
forget
great
about the festival. They're just great humans that, we always say, you get to a point where you really have to give back. Yes, please send everything. Sorry. You have to give back. And when we, partnered up with them, which turned out to be a beautiful friendship, even beyond the Food and Wine Festival, anytime we can do that. So Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, we do whatever we can all the time. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
Right? It's a beautiful cause. And I got to tell you, everybody that I met in that organization so far, they're just beautiful, beautiful humans. So with that being aside, why not celebrate it? Sure, it's a lot of work and whatever, but it turns out to be a good time and fun. We do the quick Monday and Tuesday. So our, my request since the beginning was, listen, let's just do it on the Mondays. So this way we could give you our, we'll kick it off and we give you a beautiful 5-6 course, dinner. And we kick it off. We go out with a bang. And this is our third,
because they were closed for COVID. They shut
COVID. So this is our third one, but technically our fourth because we did the miso dinner a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That was also
and
for
that was to benefit Joe DiMaggio in conjuncction with the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival. Phil and Kate.
Correct.
Phil is here somewhere. We hope to get him on later.
He had to take a phone call. He's a big
What's
shot.
on the
He's
menu
coming.
on this thing?
We're working on it. We're working on it right now. As a matter of fact, we're going to sit down. We're going to hash out some ideas. We're going to start working on it today.
Is Mayo consulting or?
He can.
Yeah.
He can. Apparently, I got to do it in a moose cheddar biscuit.
Chicken parm arancini.
Yeah, I get it. But how drunk are you going to be? How drunk are you going to be for this?
I could front load
Are
pretty
you a
good.
stoner?
I could front load with the best. Not discourage any of
It's
my
on 20 milligrams of THC right now,
medicinal.
as a matter of fact.
Hey, and you know what? This, his is sold out, but there's plenty of other beautiful dinners taking place that entire week, including my friend Paula De Silva, who was in here, and I ran into at the bar with her, and they were it was their first time here. I didn't realize it, and you guys hit it off, right, Paula?
Hit it off. It was great. It was so nice to meet Paula and her wife. They were so much fun.
Carissa, who works a pastry chef, very accomplished.
Amazing. Once we switched, we switched our socials. I was looking at her work. I mean, she's the real deal.
Yeah, she's over at the Ocean Harbor Beach Marriott.
My God. Yeah, I messed up a cookie. You know what I mean? But she's got all kinds of great things going on. And we hit it off. They were sitting at the bar, and I was at my station. I saw them, but I didn't know it was them. And then when I go to make my rounds, I realized it was them. And by the time you knew it, 3 hours later and multiple glasses of wine later.
And that's the big get together and the good creative chefs.
Reno, is that a Stromboli those guys are eating over there? What is that dish that guy's eating?
Calzone,
on the right?
right?
Yeah, calzone. Yeah.
You talk about that guy right
the
there?
cheese, the way this is,
It's a panini.
You should just take
he's got a panini. It's a panini.
You should take an NFL Films type of shot of this guy and the way the cheese is just.
You like little Imperioli over there.
He
Young
does.
Michael
Does a little bit,
Imperioli.
yeah.
But people here are enjoying the lunchtime. Again, you guys are open for lunch and dinner from Wednesday through Sunday.
Correct.
I was in here Sunday night. I paid full freight. Caused a little bit of a ruckus because one of the drinks in my party was a little bit, but to your credit,
She was absolutely right. It was too sweet.
And that's the way you handle things.
That was it.
You can't do a big bite on that sandwich, by the way.
I'm not doing any more big bites.
Look at
today,
that thing.
people.
Oh, my
Calm
God.
down. But anyway, the point being that you've
God.
gotten this reputation of being the big bad ogre who rips customers' heads off.
I know, yeah.
No, but that's only for people appropriately
Correct.
in here, either being rude to staff or having a meal, not saying a peep, and then going online and giving
Correct.
you 1 star.
Correct.
And never saying a word while you're here.
Correct.
When you could do something.
Yeah,
correct.
Right. So
That smells great. Whatever
Yeah.
that is. Oh,
That's
wow.
the sopa asada. It's got, we
Soprasada
make a
pizza.
Thai chili honey here. Put it on top. It's delicious.
My goodness.
If you like that salty sweet vibe,
So,
It's
You could get
delicious.
high off the smell.
you can.
The aroma is great.
but
So-
to get back, if something is wrong, just say something. That's it.
Listen, it was
That's
a
always
Negroni.
your thing. You
It was
say
a
that every
Negroni.
time.
I say it every time because people don't listen
Why are you
out
so
there.
crazy?
Because listen,
Don't get me sugar now.
because it
You're-
almost
like
seemed-
a
it-
Nebush old Judas guy.
So
Unbelievable.
sugar. So
Yeah.
much sugar.
It's
Where's the
sugar.
rugula? Where is
I
it?
don't have as strong a dosage as you, Defo. I
Where's
need
the
the higher
regular?
dosage.
I've been around longer. That's the thing. That's the old key to
No,
life.
I don't try not to let stuff bother
Yeah.
me, but
Enjoy.
Oh, look
we've
out,
got
man.
the
What do we have
arancini
here?
balls
Oh,
there.
my
Look at
God.
Those are the
that.
white guarancini with the
Yeah,
cacio
see,
pepe.
I got
aioli.
this- that
Pretty
was there,
sick,
but look at them all over. Roll them around like
roll
bowling
them around.
balls.
Just coat them all in sauce.
Oh, my
Just give it a little bat like a fry
Shake.
basket.
Here, I'm going to let
So-
Lubie take a picture.
Wow.
Listen,
Yeah,
Wow.
go ahead. I'm
she
sorry.
was right. Your guess was right. It
Yeah.
was a Negroni.
Bonnie,
It was
80
too sweet.
The
It was too sweet.
the youngest, hippest 80-year-old I've
She's
ever
all-
hung out
she's
with.
80?
Bonnie
She's
sent it back.
80.
Yeah,
Bonnie
she's
is
80.
80.
Isn't
Can
that
you
crazy?
believe
Bonnie,
it?
how you doing? You're 80?
She's going to be moving soon to North Carolina.
Well,
I'm
make sure
very
you make a
sad.
pit
You know
stop
what?
over here,
She's
Bonnie.
milking this exit tour for all it's worth, man. I mean, she's eaten at Heritage twice already. She's
Longer
been
than
Runway
Cher,
84.
Longer than Elton John.
There isn't a restaurant that is at the top of the list of all restaurants in Broward County. She hasn't. The auspices of, hey, it's a farewell
Hi,
tour
how's
here.
lunch? Are we enjoying?
Yeah.
Are we being loud and obnoxious? I hope
We're
not.
sorry.
Well, like-
We
Yeah, yeah.
apologize.
No,
Buy him a
give it
drink
up.
on me.
Nah.
I actually have some money
Join
left.
the party.
It's
Relax,
all good.
relax.
But anyway, so yeah, and we got it taken care of. She got swapped
it.
out to a different drink, and that's all. And then everybody
was
was
it.
gracious and accommodating a host as can be. And we had a beautiful meal, and we're going to have another beautiful meal today. But let
You
me
have
get
to
back
do the
to
honors here, man.
VLFoodWine.com
Yes.
is the place to go to check out all the different events and the dinners. And what I wanted to say is Paula De Silva was supposed to join us today, and she's hosting a dinner at Burlock Coast, where she is at the Ritz-Carlton Fort Lauderdale Beach Defo with one of my favorites, Jeremy Ford, who's been on the Lunchbox. You remember
Was
Jeremy?
Paula the one that was in that poker tournament?
No, that's
Okay.
that's another one. That's another
All right.
chef. But
Yeah.
Paula and Jeremy worked together at the old Harbor Beach Marriott. The whole crew of them came up together. I don't know if you know Jeremy or if you've been to Stubborn Seed.
I have
He
met him a
does-
couple times.
He's done some bang up work.
He's a stud, man.
He's a stud,
He's a stud.
and he's going to come up and do some cooking with Paula and along with Adrian Grenier, who's the I guess new executive chef there at Burlock Coast.
Yep.
Part of the gang, and that there's the vote,
Oh, yeah?
and I might
gonna
go
get
to
us
that
in? What are
one.
you gonna
Yeah,
do?
I love
Yeah.
Jeremy. He's a rock star.
Yeah, no, he's awesome.
Stubborn Seed has gotten a Michelin star.
Yeah,
Jeremy has gotten honored with James Beard recognition.
but
He's
besides that,
expanded.
he's
Tickets
just
for
a,
this-
he's a cool dude. He's,
He's
like
a
very,
cool
very,
dude.
very.
It's
down
not
to
going to
earth.
be like trying to scalp tickets for the Orange Bowl this year. I mean,
No,
these are going to be in hot demand.
Oh, these
No
all
doubt,
these dinners are going to be great, and Paula is going to reschedule. She sends her regrets because she was in the Grand Cayman Islands for some food festival 6 days. Must
Could be worse.
nice. And she had I
Yeah.
guess she came back
Could be
to
worse.
what we call a spit show back at when she gets
Spit
back.
show
Spit show? What are you
We're
talking
trying
about?
because
keep it-
Skyline
keep
Shield
it
and the-
with a
the wet
four-way,
four-way,
and a wet
the
three-way,
wet
four-way.
Defo, have yourself an arancini. I mean,
I want to try.
Lubie,
I want
that's
to try a
Lubie,
slice of
that's
this
Defo.
pizza.
Have
Yeah.
yourself a big ball right in your mouth.
I might need another
Right
Chardonnay
after.
too to
I need more wine.
I'm
Get through the
taking
show.
pictures,
Hey,
I'm
something more to
doing
drink.
I
wine.
need more wine.
I feel bad for Lubie because he's
Luby's
just sitting there.
He's just sitting there.
He's
yeah,
looking
yeah.
I'm
stressed.
fine.
Give
No,
the
no,
man
I'm
an
fine.
He's got a
arancini.
plate. Yeah,
I'm going to have a slice of
Here, give
pizza.
this
You really
to
need to
Defo.
try
Oh,
this.
Oh,
we
never
got-
in the
Mayo,
video.
this has you written
There's
all
not room
over
for
with the
four.
which
I want
she
big
I'll
house.
take
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
cool.
any of
Yeah,
these
I'm going to
slices.
take one of
Yeah,
these.
fantastic.
Oh, there we go. That's it. I'm going to take
Wow,
that. We'll
that
split
looks
this.
good, yes.
And this is what kind of pizza again? And this
That's
is
the
cafeteria.
soprasada.
Cafeteria
Cafeteria pizza. Yep.
pizza, as seen on Let's Eat South
Wow,
Florida.
look at
yeah,
this,
yeah,
man.
yeah. That's correct. The,
Straight
the
out of
lunch
Italy.
ladies.
What does cafeteria pizza mean? To be brutally honest.
There was a person on Let's Eat South Florida. My
Okay.
favorite. I don't know what do you call
Your
it? Group.
page group.
They're better
yeah.
than Yelpers.
You bunch of jerk offs. Yeah, but most of you, a bunch of jerk offs. Oh my God!
Don't
I
bite
better
the
take-
hand that feeds
I better
that,
take. I
you
better
know?
take. No, you're the
You hate
best.
the group more than
Listen,
anyone. What do you
hold
mean?
on. Wait a minute. There's a lot of great people in that group that I
Yeah,
have
it's
met
fantastic.
through that group.
Yeah, it's
Okay?
fantastic.
Through that group, I've met more. I will say more good than bad.
Exactly.
But the small circle of the bad ones, my ass. Okay, all of it, because
Whoever wrote anything negative about this is out of their mind.
He doesn't suffer fools.
This is absolutely fantastic.
Some woman came in here and compared the pizza here to cafeteria
This
pizza.
was the
That was the
same
last time we were
cafeteria
here.
yeah, that was the same person that we talked about. The lady with the this was the same week.
Oh yeah,
This was the cafeteria
and
pizza.
complaining about the wine because the price didn't match what was on
By
the
a
menu.
dollar,
It was
right.
off.
What a
right.
dim
It
view
was
to
the
take
same
of the
person.
overall spectrum of what this restaurant is all about. I mean, think about that.
Huh?
Right.
I mean, it's a dim view. You're questioning and you know, complaining about the water
But
or
these-
whatever.
Talking about
that's
losing.
This is
Listen,
unbelievable.
But that because I have a great team. I believe in my product. I'm here all the
This
time.
should be an art puzzle. This pizza.
Damn right. I should
It
put it
was-
on the wall just like the banana.
I don't know why, Reno, but some people lose the forest through the trees, and
Correct.
they focus
What
on
kind of way of abusing my name is that? Lose the forest through the tree.
through the tree.
You know how many times I heard that? My God, man.
But the no, when people seize on something minor and lose the bigger picture,
This is amazing.
which is that this is a great, vibe restaurant, putting out awesome food, great cocktails, good people around, and I'm here. So just don't.
I need another shot of it. Thank you. No, I got
And I got to tell you a story. My mom sees a doctor who is a big foodie, and we always talk about food. She lives in Hollywood, and she's always asking me for recommendations. So I said, of course, got to check out Heritage. She came here with her family with a teen daughter.
Yes.
And she loved it, but she was also treated to the spectacle of the Reno show because the night that she was here, and she told me about this, that somebody was acting abusive to your staff.
That's right.
And you tossed them right out on the street here.
Right out.
And pudding, did it upset your experience? And you know what she said, Reno? I told you this, right?
I would imagine it was a resounding no.
She said, I loved it. It was a great lesson for my daughter, that because the guy deserved it. He was, treating the staff rudely, shouting, making a scene about. When you tossed them out, she said that people in the restaurant, basically, I don't know if they applauded, but they were all like nodding and saying,
as soon as I walked in, because it happened right by the front door, and my staff already knows. You can whip out your cameras, turn down the music, because I want everybody to know what's going on. I'm gonna make a spectacle out of you. Okay, I'm going to embarrass.
But
you.
it takes some work to do that. You gotta be.
It's very easy for me.
No, for them. I mean, they have to. Again,
You're not just doing it to anyone.
You should be an honorary Brooklynite like Defo and I, because my whole motto is I'm going to finish it. Yeah,
right. Yeah, you better finish it. So that's the thing. So this particular instance, one of my guys that's been with me for 8 years, this guy will go to the ends of the earth with you. You just, if you hear the sound of his laugh, it's contagious. You just start. That's the kind of person he is. He's the nicest guy in the world. This guy was this little shrimp with your little satchel. I wrote it in the review with your little man purse, little dork. Anyway.
By the way, we
his real
recommend
name.
the Bang Bang Shrimp here.
Yeah. So he was incredibly rude and abrasive, and my guy was trying to defuse the situation. I went over and I was like, listen, problem. And the way he was just speaking to him, you lose.
That's horrendous.
You're not winning this. You're not winning this. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you're the Pope. I'll throw you out. Okay, because there's no room for that. There's no room for that. Let me tell you what could have happened. If we made a mistake, whatever the issue, we were just telling them how we do things here. Be like, my friend, if he was cool about it, sit at the bar. Let me buy you a beer. Whatever. This shit happens all the time. This stuff happens all the time. It's not an issue until you make it an issue.
Yeah.
Don't be an ass.
Right.
Treat people with respect. It's
That's
really, really, really
you
simple.
curate your customers.
That's
you
it.
rate your customers on Yelp
That's
when
it.
they maybe leave an unfair review,
That's
and
it.
you curate your customers.
So now this goes back to what you said before.
Yeah.
Why don't people, right, when we talk about the Negroni, people almost, they love being miserable. The saying, misery loves company.
Yeah.
It almost seems like instead of fixing the problem, they rather sit there and have a puss on their face, or even pretend like everything is fine, and then go and just write about it
The keyboard
and say,
warriors.
"Oh my god!" Exactly. "Oh my god!" Blah blah blah. And it's like, how miserable are you? Let me explain something to you people. let me just explain something to you people. Okay, I want you to think about if you were abused as a child, because here's how this really goes. Yeah, go ahead, give me flack. Here's the deal. If you are that miserable of a person that your goal when you leave a restaurant or any business, a dry cleaner, a restaurant, whatever it is to make sure that you deter other people away from it, you're a very sad person. And you probably need to start seeking all kinds of
therapy.
Something. Smoke all of the weed, do all of the mushrooms, take all of the Xanax. Whatever it is that you want to do to just ease your assholishness, then do it. Because if that is your goal, that is a terrible. That is a
Gretchen,
terrible
don't
thing.
watch this
All right,
episode.
let's go
Gretchen,
to
watch. Who's
I want to
Gretchen?
go to the positive. I want to go to this pizza.
Go.
Okay, whoever called this cafeteria pizza obviously doesn't know what they're talking
was the
about.
same
It's
person.
a beautiful blend of kind of a New York style crust along with kind of a Neapolitan crust.
Okay,
I
well,
know
let me
you go
ask,
for
what is the? There's a
and this-
sweetness.
oh, this is honey, hot honey, right?
Thai chili honey. Sorry, Thai chili honey. So I get
It's very
orange blossom
nice.
honey. We reconstitute dry Thai chilies that I get imported.
Oh wow.
We blend it all up. We make our little recipe. We let it sit for a few days. This way the heat kind of goes there. It's not like
It's not
hot.
And sopressata
Yeah.
is what? It's like kind of a salami.
It's kind of so it's kind of like a salami. I get it from Chicago, and it comes in. We slice it thin. We bake it off. So it's basically like a margarita base on the bottom. Fresh mozzarella, plum tomatoes. The sopressata goes on top. Then I just hit it with a little fontina and provolone on the top. Little red chili flake as well. Hit it with the honey. That's it. Simple, delicious. Probably
all the people that are looking for that greasy New York slice and complain all the time. This is one of Mayo's pet peeves, though. You can't get New York style pizza here. You don't need it when you can get something like this. It's such a
And
creative.
again, when you drizzle it with the
an
oil,
inventive
it's
dish.
not grease.
Fantastic.
It's a very classy substance that's been
Believe me, Joey's
beneficial.
Pizza and Merrick never put anything out like this.
Well,
okay.
What do you think of the
Never.
sweet heat? Do you like that honey tinge?
This is the most tasteful slice of pizza I think I've ever consumed.
love
No,
that.
it's gorgeous.
Love that. Because you guys had the fungi last time. I think,
we
right?
had
Yeah.
we had the fungi when we were here for the
Right,
show.
Correct.
On Sunday night, I had that tomato pie, which I love because it's
Was that
just
the fresh
straight-
tomato?
The fresh tomato
That's
with a little
my-
bit of cheese.
That's my call.
And no denigration intended. Food is subjective. I
Correct.
don't particularly love sweetness on my pizza because
Right.
it reminds me a lot of cheap pizza parlors
Sure.
in New York that
I get it.
added a lot of sugar to their canned tomatoes that they
How
use.
about pineapple?
No, I don't like pineapple. I'm like, don't get me
No.
started.
No, seriously.
So
Dude,
I like
you
straight
give
up
me a stroke today.
savory tomato flavor, and that tomato pie, what you call tomato pie, but it has
Fresh
cheese on
tomato,
it.
yeah.
That is great.
And it was great. But this, you have something for everybody here because you've got, you do a potato pizza.
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
do the
potato
funky pizza, which
pizza.
is the mushroom and white pizzas.
Yeah.
You do a clam pizza or what? I've heard like
It's on a-
underground.
It's on a secret menu. Yeah, it's on a
Okay.
secret menu. If you know kind of deal.
Right.
I do
really?
so basically like the white clam sauce that you eat.
Yeah.
I basically make that base. I
little bit
thicken it up
cream.
a little bit. I
Mhm.
thicken it up a little bit, and then that's the base for the
I'm
pizza.
gonna have to go to the secret
You wanna hear
menu
something
next
funny?
time. Go ahead.
I'm so glad you said this.
Yeah.
Oh, going back to that wonderful group that you made.
You see, you're returning to the negative. You like me.
Hold on.
You're
I
letting
can't
him get to you.
because when
Don't
I get
let him get
because when
to
I get a chance to vent, no, this is nice. I want everybody to know that
You're
they're
an
an
out event. That's what we are here for.
I
Listen.
know.
We're here for you.
As a garnish, when I make the clam pizza with chopped clams everywhere,
Yeah.
I take the same clams, hit them with a little Parmesan cheese, and I put them I put them close to the fire, and I put them on the pizza as a garnish. Right? You're supposed to pick it up and eat it. Someone goes, "Are you supposed to eat the shells? How off-putting? How am I supposed to eat the shells?" You're an idiot. You know what? Do me a favor.
You're an
Put the
idiot.
shell in your mouth, swallow it whole, and choke. How about that? If you don't know not to eat the shells, honestly,
Yeah.
you shouldn't go out to dinner ever.
Well,
You shouldn't go outside.
You know, Reno, to play devil's advocate, they say everything on the plate should be edible.
It
Like
is
if you put a
edible.
fla-
You
You
can
pick
try
it up,
eat
you eat it, and then you put it on the side. Okay? It is
Spit out
edible.
the shells, Mayo. Come
Okay?
on.
Listen,
Spit out
I'm
the
just
shells.
giving him grief. That's
No,
it.
I love it. Listen, I do the razor clams.
well, that is-
Beautiful, right? Those beautiful razor clams.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're great.
I'm running around the dining room one night. I'm running around, and as I pass by one table, I hear crunch, 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 like someone's eating like a
no,
nut.
they were eating the shell.
no,
Oh,
no.
God.
No.
Because they get a little
As a grown
brittle in
adult?
the oven. I mean, they
Yes.
like splinter apart. I noticed that.
and we give a spoon,
Oh, my God.
and we give a spoon. You're supposed to scoop it out. And I go to but this was the best. This is why this is probably one of my favorite humans ever. I could tell he wasn't from here. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just say he had an accent. Know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And I go to the table. How you doing? We're taking photos. And I go to the table, and
wanna
I'm
do
like,
video of
my
this.
friend. I go, are you taking a video?
Yeah, just talk. You're
All
fine.
right.
Don't worry about it.
And I go to the table. I'm like, my friend, you're not supposed to eat the shell. And he goes, down the hatch, brother.
That's the best.
I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
That's the best ever.
He says it's
Good for him. I
He
love
says,
that. I
he
love
says
that.
it's less crunchy than the porcupine that he ate the
No,
last week.
Whatever
you know,
it was, honestly, do you know how many beers we had with that guy that night? We were shotgunning beers outside the restaurant after that because anybody that's looked at me, and he was a big dude, man. He was just
I
like,
bet
down
he-
the hatch, brother. I'm
I bet he had some very powerful teeth, and he just chewed that
Very
stuff up
powerful
into
teeth.
salt.
Bro, what about his
sawdust.
intestines? He probably like sharks popping out of his intestines.
Oh God!
Reno, what do
And
we
he's
have
okay.
here? This
This
is
is the
absolutely amazing.
arancini.
Wagyu beef arancini with a little bit of
Wow,
provolone and fresh mozzarella on
where's
the
your
inside,
review? Come on,
peas,
get 'em out.
onions,
Wow.
and we do a cacio e pepe aioli. How come you're not eating?
I-
You're
why-
stressing me
what's
out.
I
wrong
always
with
eat
you?
my friend.
Something
What?
wrong with him
So
today.
I know you
You
said you
stress me
do
out.
a
Do you have-
wagyu and you do.
These are for
what's
lunch.
the other one? What's
The
the
other one
mushroom.
is black mushroom arancini. They're black on the outside. I coat them with squid ink. Well,
Oh,
squid ink breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Which you don't taste. It's just more for the look.
I like squid ink. Squid ink's
It's delicious.
great.
And for
And then
those who don't
putting pasta
know,
is amazing.
arancini is a rice ball. It's
Correct.
stuffed
Yep.
with rice, blended with cheese,
Yeah.
and then some other ingredients like this,
Yep,
the
yep,
Wagyu
yep.
beef.
Yep.
The other one has the mushrooms.
That is phenomenal.
He still is not
Wow.
listening to me. I said chicken parmesan arancini.
You know what?
It's
you know
a
what?
good
I'm
idea.
gonna do it. I'm
It's a
gonna
good
do it. You know what? I'm
Because he
gonna
doesn't
do it.
have chicken parm on the menu, and
On
everybody
purpose.
wants
Here he
chicken
is.
parm.
Here's the rock star. But
How
yes.
many people ask you for chicken parm, like, and say, "How come you don't have chicken parm on the menu?"
Do
Because
people
I
do
say
that? They don't do that.
there's
There's no way
so
they
many
do.
restaurants
They
up
know
and
not
down
to
Federal
bother.
Highway that you could get it. Like that's why. Here he is. Here's the rock
Yeah,
star.
do it.
Guys, we gotta
Oh,
get
the
with
man
him.
of sorrow,
Here, we go.
yeah.
Here comes the wet four-way.
This is the wet forward.
Here
yeah.
it comes.
This is it.
I
This is
dropped
a
my
perfect
napkin.
example,
I
yeah.
stuffed an arancini in
Here
my mouth.
comes the
And
wet
we welcome
four-way.
to the lunchbox.
Hey, Phil. Hey, how are you,
Good.
buddy? Mwah. Everything good?
We've got Phil Morrow, who is the executive director, along with his wife Kate.
Where did you come up with executive director?
I just
Oh,
like
he's
to
gotta make
say
it
it.
sound
It makes it
fancy.
sound important. What's the title?
We're the founders.
Founder. Oh, sorry, the Founders Club. Well, you know, I'm the co-founder of the Let's Eat South Florida Facebook group,
Oh, there you go.
pissing people off.
And guess
since
what? I'm the executive.
2018.
I'm the
There you
executive
go.
director of jerk offs that I got to put into place. I direct them out the door and into traffic.
All right, the co-founder or founder of the Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival, which is upcoming January 8th through 14th, kicked off by this man right here, sold
here.
out dinner, plenty of other events. Phil, welcome to the Lunchbox.
Thank you, sir.
And how you doing today?
Doing good. Enjoying the nice cool weather outside.
thank God.
And we're this Friday, we're a month out from opening
Month out.
night dinner.
It's getting fast and furious.
You always
enough
get it
time.
done.
It's
You
never
always
enough
get it
time.
done. It's fine.
I always get it done. That's
I
not
know
wrong.
we passed a couple of milestones in that his dinner is sold out. A couple of other ones are sold out. The VIP tickets for the grand tasting are
Yeah.
completely sold out.
Yeah, those have been sold out for about 4 months now. Dinner at Evelyn's at the Four Seasons is sold out. Dinner at Sidewalk Bottle Shop with Jaguar Sun coming up from Miami is sold out. But we still have some really good events that tickets are still available for. Grand tasting, obviously general admission. We have plenty of those tickets available. Our poolside barbecue, we're bringing in pit masters from around the country. That's available. We have a new Asian street food and music event called Walk and Roll. It's
That's gonna be
happening
fun.
at Backyard
We're going to
on
be
Thursday.
broadcasting from there.
That's
That-
gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to sneak out to that.
That'll
Yep.
be a good one.
We could have you on doing live play-by-play.
Let's
of
go.
Eating the dim sum and the dumplings.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
There we
Okay.
go.
'Cause,
There we go.
We will be there with
Can we-
our headsets
Can
on.
we sign a waiver from Sun Sentinel, bro? that I could just
just move on. We don't want to. They're our great partners, and I've worked there a long time, and I still have a pension coming from it. I don't want to jeopardize that. So it's all
Mike.
good.
You're so apologetic
Listen,
when the
I'm
money's on the
such a
line.
Can I just give you a-
Such
can I just
phony,
give you a
Mayo.
check?
Yeah. Jeez.
here's your
Buy me
pension,
out.
Mike. Don't worry about it.
Have you no shame? Have you no shame, Mike Mayo?
I think he'll take his pension and pizza.
Whatever.
yeah.
Pizza and arancini. That's fine.
VLFoodWine.com. That's the website, right, Phil? So everybody could
Yes,
get on
sir.
there, check out all the different events. We've been talking to different people on Monday. Lubie and I were over at the TRP Taste. And of course, during the big grand tasting, you have TRP Village. The restaurant people have all their restaurants set up. It's going to be a great time. And if you use the promo code Lunchbox, you get 15% off the already low ticket prices there for the Big Four events. And the Big Four, again, Phil, are
We
It's a
got
quiz.
Bar Fight on Wednesday. It takes place at Rooftop above TRP Taste. We've got Walk and Roll that happens on that Thursday at Backyard. We got the Poolside Barbecue at the Hyatt Centric on that Friday. And then we've got the Grand Tasting on Saturday at Las Olas Oceanside Park. But we also have a free event for the entire family on that Sunday at Los Olos Oceanside Park called Picnic in the Park.
And that's
Bring
the
the
only
kids.
event for the under 21 crowd.
That
but
is
there will
correct.
be
Yep.
food trucks and all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah,
that
we got
day.
food trucks. We got cooking classes for kids. We've got cooking demonstrations for kids. But
Will
for the
Reno be
parents,
allowed within 50 yards of the kids, or is he giving a language class?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe he'll be
I
he'll
teach
allowed
your
to be
kids the
around.
real world.
Yeah,
You
they're all
don't get a
cursing.
medal for second place.
My daughter was cursing in second grade. Let's be real. You
Listen.
know, we know. You know.
Absolutely, Italians. It's not cursing. It's passion.
Right.
Thank you.
It's
It's
therapy.
emphasis. Seriously,
It's
If we don't-
proven.
The great thing, though, when Phil turned me around about food festivals, wine festivals, that sort of thing. I mean, the way that you guys run this is spectacular compared to almost any other kind of food and wine festival job. But if people
We
get to,
appreciate that.
not only taste the food and the wine and experience everything, but they get to know the people that are involved. And they do it at a very reasonable price. Really, you guys set the pace when it comes to this sort of thing.
Well, we appreciate that. I mean, it's always the goal was always to kind of amplify the scene here in Broward County, and there's not really a lot of media that you'll find Kate and I on, and that's kind of by design. The festival isn't about myself. It's not about Kate. It's about the Renos of the world. It's about raising money for charity.
Yeah.
And that's part of it.
It's
at the
about
end of
good
the
people
day.
and good food coming
Exactly.
together and people
100%.
bonding and making new friends and chefs meeting each other. It's
Right.
all great.
And it's
right.
a great
It's a-
opportunity, as you know, for the people that wouldn't get a chance maybe to try some of this stuff
Yeah.
at an unbelievably low price and get the discount from the
Of
Lunchbox.
restaurants that together. Maybe you don't usually go out to Coral Springs to see the cook, eat at the Cook and the Cork, but
Right.
Dana and Keith, they
They're
come
coming
out
to you.
here and
Right.
it's all good stuff. So I thought you were going to say it gives us an opportunity for us schnorrers to get
Well, I mean, we'll be talking to Phil and
and get a lot of good free
see if
food.
we can't schnorr a couple of seats. I mean, I like the way that message came across to you yesterday. Well, we have a seat for you. And his big debate was, does that mean I have to pay or not?
Well, that was at a grand opening last night. I have to talk to you about my man Giovanni Rocchio. He's reopening Valentino with Mike Linder at his old spot.
Yeah.
They had like kind of a preview wine dinner last night. But he was just you because I was telling him I was doing the show up here today.
Oh, nice.
He goes, that Reno guy, he says things we all want to say.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot.
He's like, I come from a different background. I come from the old school where I just shake my head and
kiss ass.
yeah, yeah.
So honored to serve you. Yes.
Yeah.
Mike, have you ever met my father?
I never did. We got to get together.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. So look, the thing is this. There was another restaurant. I won't say who it was because I don't want to call them out, but they were here, lovely couple. They own a restaurant here in Fort Lauderdale, and they said the same thing. God, thank you for just saying what we all want to say. And I say, I happily take the mantle
Even
to be the mouth because it's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's enough.
even the classiest restaurateur I know, Jack Studiali, even said to me, he goes, God, that guy's great. He just says like it is.
You gotta
what
say
we,
it like it
what
is.
what we think. But yeah,
why can people say whatever they want, but we cannot?
I guess
Bullshit.
it's like
No.
newspaper columns.
No way. No way. Especially, you have a platform. So, for example, Google. As soon as we say something on Google, the whole place lights on fire. Yelp, everybody lights on fire. But they've developed a platform for all of these little morons to do this. And then the second we do, instead of looking at themselves, you're the bad guy by trying to turn people off to other businesses. You're an asshole. Sorry, you're an a-hole.
Right.
You're an a-hole.
Don't get in the way of a person and his his bread.
Just don't come
breadwinning.
back. Just
you
don't come back.
Right.
Or you could be a real human and do what people in the business do. Let me tell you what I do. I give a restaurant 3 times. Okay, 3 times. If you suck by the 3rd time, you suck. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to, when someone asks me back, I gave it 3 times. It's just not for me. I'm not writing
Right.
any.
Right.
I'm not writing
Right.
letters. I'm not writing, thesis. Like these big, beautiful, long from the second they walked into the delicate temperature, or this, or the noise
pretentious
level,
atmosphere,
or the warmth, or the warmth of the light bulbs. Was it warm enough? Whatever. I'm not doing any of that. Just be like, honey, we're not going back. That's it.
3
We're done.
strikes and you're out.
That's it. 3 strikes and you're out.
What I do, Reno, as you know, probably not liking it too much. No, you do. I try to give some feedback or constructive feedback
Sure.
and say, hey, I think this was a little this, or did you maybe tweak that? And sometimes they'll just give me the they say they appreciate the feedback. I don't know if they're just saying that because it's me. Is it fear or
No,
respect?
they know.
Listen,
They know you're insufferable.
If you
They know this.
Wow.
No matter how good the
We
meal
go all the
is,
time.
insufferable.
Wow.
Insufferable.
You got very thick skin.
well, listen. In this business, you have to.
You got to.
Your
Come on,
business,
man.
this
You're a
business,
critic,
that
for God's
business.
But as far as feedback, I mean, from people who, again, coming from a place of trying to say, oh, maybe.
I think it's the delivery coming from you, a guy who eats at a lot of places and eats all kinds of cuisine. It's something to consider. When you have someone, and please stop.
Skyline
And
chili.
please stop
exactly.
saying this. Please stop
The
saying.
place is an oil change center
Please stop
now.
saying this. Like not you, people. We're foodies. No, you're not. You're not a foodie. You're not a food. You don't tell people you're. I'll have you know we're foodies, and then they'll tell me all the places they've been and be like, I thought you were a foodie. Like so far, your resume is not that impressive of the places that you love or don't like or whatever. So I think it's on the delivery coming from you. It's like, you know what? Maybe I should try that or whatever. But coming from a person who is a foodie, a self-proclaimed foodie.
But if a guest says this is too salty or this is too sweet, you'll take that under consideration.
You
Try
got
to
to take it
make
into
the
consideration.
dish better.
You
Yeah.
well, sure. You got,
or swap out the dish.
or swap out the dish and see if it's better to because things happen, right? Like things happen. It's not the end of the world. Again, like I said on the last show, we are in a business that we could fix it immediately. That's the beauty about this business. Maybe it is too salty. Maybe they did a little extra pinch, or maybe the pasta water was resalted and whatever it is, but it could be fixed. Or you don't know shit. It's one or the other. It's one or the other.
Do you go back and taste the plate that's sent back? Because the bartender I saw the other day dunked a straw in the drink and he tasted it and he's like, yeah, you're right. It was off balance.
Because it was you. Because it was you. I can't. No, I'm going to take your word for it. I don't know where your mouth has been. I don't know where
This
your
is
mouth
a guy
has been.
that has a wet four-way.
A
when he goes to
wet
restaurant.
four-way and a dry three-way, whatever it is.
Anyway, getting back to your point. So I did get invited last night. It was an invite. I did not have to pay. It was fantastic.
Okay.
But Eric Anders just walked in. He's a wine rep, well known around town.
The best.
And Eric was there last night, and he brought the guy from Signorello
Spectacular red shirt. Yeah.
And well, you know what? We got to take our first break.
First break.
Let's take. Yeah, this is a.
Mayo.
We can be. It's going to be the first. Forget Jerry Lewis, but the first Reno Sorbonne telethon. We could raise money for the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. Please send in those donations. The VLFoodWine.com.
Don't be cheap.
Buy your tickets.
Don't be cheap.
Use the Lunchbox promo code.
Spend money. Yeah.
Spend money. Great holiday stocking stuffer for the food love.
Free water for the extra money that you want to send.
Unlimited. What's the new water system we got now?
We got it's not
Natra.
Natural.
It's good.
Unlimited.
Excellent sparkling water. All I could drink for $1 on Sunday. No complaints from me. I
No
loved
complaints. Good.
Don't,
now go take a bath.
But don't be like, don't have the ideas like Defo in your head. Remember the first time I was on this show?
Well, I don't.
The first time I was on your show, I called in before you guys were doing the video thing.
Oh, right.
These food things really aren't for me. I don't like them. And I texted Mike 2 seconds later. I'm like, are you kidding me? What's going on here?
You know, these septuagenarians, they sometimes get set in their ways, but he's such a great job. Right price, right size, great time.
No, look,
food,
there are a
wine.
lot of people that probably would agree that after going to a lot of these kind of festivals,
The ones
you go
someone
and
with the big
you
white
got like
tents
a
that have
thimble
5,000
of
people
wine
crammed
and
into
you're
a
waiting
spot.
an hour and
Well,
it's
the fact
1,000 degrees.
the fact that we turned you over that
that was brilliant. Yeah,
We're taking a break anyway.
Take
I want
a
to make
break.
sure
All right, out of here, yeah.
We'll be
keep
back
burning down.
after these words, and we'll keep yapping with Reno Sorbonne at Heritage. Comfort food from a scratch kitchen, delicious drinks and house-made spirits from a craft bar, a great vibe inside and out with a spacious patio. I'm talking about Batch New Southern Kitchen and Tap, Fort Lauderdale, in the heart of the city at 525 North Federal Highway. It's open 7 days for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch with classics like fried chicken and waffles and shrimp and grits, and creative items like pecan-crusted salmon and a fried green tomato BLT. And the drinks? Smooth sipping and so good. There's convenient free parking and a garage next door, happy hour at the bar, an entire patio, 4 to 7 Monday to Friday, and live music every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's pet and people friendly and with cozy fire pits for when the temperature dips. For reservations and more information, go to BashSouthernKitchen.com. Hey, it's Mayo here for Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market. Since 1951, family owned for over 70 years, the home of freshness. I've been a customer for over 3 decades, and it's the place to go for poultry, steaks, meats, and of course, their unbelievable selection of fish and seafood. They've got it all. Key West pink shrimp, grouper, snapper, lobster, and of course, Florida stone crab claws of all sizes. Don't forget their famous fish dip and a full selection of prepared foods. It's located at 4191 North State Road 7 in Hollywood, just across from the Seminole Classic Casino. Owner Doug Carter and crew will take great care of you. Make sure to check out their weekly specials and daily catch online at DelawareChicken.com. Quality, value, freshness, that's the Delaware way. Tell them Mike Mayo and the Lunchbox sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, that's my spot. It's upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. People come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Do you like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. Go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the black and grilled wings, and of course the kitchens are open late. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. All right, we're back on the bone at Heritage Fort Lauderdale, talking about Visit Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival.
Not uncommon for you to come back with a mouthful of food.
That's my trademark. Part of the Big Bite series.
It's impossible.
Mayo.
As much as
God's
I'm
sake.
telling myself not to have another slice of this pizza, it is calling my name.
I couldn't resist.
Have it.
And I put almost
But-
a whole slice
Look
except
up
for
to now.
Nice.
more food. Just what I need.
Nice.
Reno, I did want to talk about
Tell
a
me.
couple of things. First of all, the group acts in strange ways. All of a sudden, there's a frenzy, and like one person puts on a post, and then everybody else follows.
Right.
A frenzy of the day. I guess every holiday season, Publix puts together their standing rib roast on sale for $6.99 a pound.
Wow.
There are like 4 posts about it on the group today.
Okay.
I write about this, great new debut of Giovanni is back in town, and we always love to see comebacks and talented chefs. And I posted about that, and it's got like 7,000 views.
Right.
Some schnook writes about the Publix prime rib special.
Right.
20,000 views and
Easily
180
eclipses
comments,
what
and
you had
people
to
are
say.
flipping out. It's like it happens every year. It's standing rib roast.
So are they happy?
Like, are they complaining? I don't get it.
Yeah,
What's-
yeah, right. Are they
Yeah,
complaining?
what's the I don't
No,
get it.
I mean,
Let me guess.
it's just sets the frenzy off. I don't know
Oh,
why. Then they start sharing recipes for the standing rib roast. How do you do it? Do you put it in a low heat? Do you sous vide it? I don't know. Oh, I mean, it's just like
Amongst each other.
amongst each other.
On the group. on the
Hey,
group.
you know what? Let them talk about rib roast all they want. Those are not busting anyone else's chops. Got to talk about the rib roast. Okay,
I was in
exchange
Publix the other
recipe.
day,
If
and
it's a distraction for you to be normal for one day and you're having some kind of joy in your life talking about a rib roast that costs
for them, yeah.
$5 or whatever it is a pound, enjoy it. At least you're not busting.
Exactly.
Right?
everybody in the
Take it.
store looks unhappy in Publix.
Yes.
Publix?
And I'm thinking,
Yes.
you're in a place where you can buy whatever food you want. You should be thrilled, right? Like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah, but have you seen Publix's pricing lately?
I,
Aside
I've
from the rib
experienced
roast?
it, yeah. But that being
It's
said,
insane.
shouldn't people be happier in a grocery store? I mean,
It depends what
food,
grocery.
for God's sake.
It depends. It depends.
Depressed. I
You'll
mean,
go to Whole Foods and you'll see all the hippies and all the
Yes.
yogis.
Yeah.
They're like, namaste,
Whole
namaste. Have you tried the
Yoho
fungus?
Renge Kyo?
Yeah,
Tried
right.
the
Have you tried the
fungus.
deodorant? It's made from your bees kisses, and natural dirt. It is right, and the stick, right, and the deodorant costs $19 for a stick. But hey,
Hey,
then
but
you
it's bio-friendly, environmentally friendly.
Your armpits will be well
and
preserved.
great
yes.
products, and great products,
Right.
and then
That's right.
and then you go to Publix or other shopping places, and people look absolutely miserable.
They look miserable.
Yep.
Hey, you know what?
Like you were at Penn Station at rush hour train.
You allowed me to work in
Yeah.
a live spot. You know where they don't look miserable there at Defo?
Delaware
Going there
Chicken Farm
tomorrow.
and Seafood Market.
Delaware.
We're going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow.
We're going to have
And
our
by the way,
monthly
I'm
show.
starting that fast right after the Stone Crabs tomorrow.
This guy is going on a 2-day fast. One of
2-day
these fad
fast, man.
cleanses.
For what?
Just for the heck of it.
He's
Just
gonna
to see if I
cleanse
can do it.
himself.
Yeah.
Forget
Gonna
the
cleanse
clam
the
chili
arena.
on Friday.
Grab me the holy water out of the
Wanna
cabinet, please. I'll cleanse you right now.
1980s,
Give me the holy water.
Yeah. The 1980s were not
Cleanse.
kind to me.
Oh,
I got
what
to cleanse.
cleanse?
everything. Yeah,
Can you
cleanse.
please rip this guy? I mean,
I'm gonna
what is he trying to do?
Well, I don't
Well,
wanna
he's
rip him
already
too hard.
ripped me for having a Chardonnay in the salad. So.
Well,
Yes.
listen, that was very
Yeah,
nice. Can I
yeah.
just have a Chardonnay and a salad?
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in, I was like, "Wow, you're very." That's
Yeah,
very.
He's trying to take care of himself. What do you
I
want?
put any
Listen.
cheese on it because I'm lactose intolerant.
He
Oh,
introduced me to
he's
his
gonna take
friend
his little
James
lactate pill.
from Wilton Manors. Yeah, immediately. Yeah, said,
A little lactate
you guys
pill.
might get along. Yeah.
Are you gonna order a cappuccino with lactate milk? Did you bring your own as well? You have any cashew cheese that you want to bring in? That I can make you
Hey,
pizza
listen,
with?
you want me to?
Don't
No
leave any,
problem. I can't wait to write back.
Yeah, exactly. He looks forward to it.
don't leave any sweet and low hanging around. He'll definitely
You're
swipe
sweet and low
left.
guy.
That
You're
guy.
sweet and low guy.
No,
that's
No,
just
he's
that
not
was
that.
back
Don't
in the
care for
day.
it, no.
Neil Rogers would
Yeah.
say all the old
Out to cockers, as they say.
People used to
would
steal
go
the
into
sweet
the-
low. That was very
Wow.
common. Yeah.
They would go into Nick's Deli down on. I love
Great
He
that.
had a
radio-
radio show,
great
right?
radio
Yeah,
talent,
he was
My
one of
dad
the best.
used to
He
go to
worked with
pizza time all the time.
Did
Oh,
he? Yeah,
funny.
yeah. He
Yeah.
did. He was a
Yeah.
hockey fan.
You just said that name.
Big
I was like,
hockey fan.
Neil Rogers. I haven't heard that name in forever.
Yeah,
I think he was
passed
a big
while
Luongo
back.
fan, no question.
Yeah.
No kidding.
He's been gone already. Like died
Well over
early
a decade.
December
10 years maybe, yeah,
2010 or
Yeah, well
11.
over a
So it's
decade.
already been 13 years. And
Wow.
Neil,
Wow.
and you knew you made it in this town, if Neil started
He
ripping.
mocked you, yeah.
And,
But she was not a big fan of Mayo's. I don't know. Did he like your work as he wasn't around when
He-
you were the food critic?
no, not as a food critic, but as a sports
Sports
writer.
writer,
and
no,
news writer.
you took on people though. You
Oh,
you
no,
were
but
very
he
daring.
blew
yeah.
hot and cold. Some days he
Yeah.
loved me and read my columns in their entirety on there, and others which
yeah.
I was fine with. I'm fine.
I'm
good with that.
taking up for
Oh.
Neil Rogers here on this
Yeah,
show.
there you go.
Yeah.
But Delaware Chicken Farm Seafood tomorrow.
There you go.
Our monthly visit is going to be a kind of pre-holiday festival, and what are they putting out for us, Reno?
Right now,
stone crabs. Stone
Oh,
crab. Here,
over there.
You're going to get
No, Reno's
Oh,
putting
yeah,
out
spicy
more
got
food.
food.
rigatoni.
Got
But
something
it's
there.
Delaware.
Spicy rigatoni with a
Oh,
little
the
burrata.
spicy-
Beautiful.
That's one of your favorites.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
what do we
avoided
got?
at all costs doing this dish
This
because
is beautiful.
Because everybody's
Wow.
doing it.
because everybody's
Doing it.
doing it. But
But
I had a
chicken parm on top.
I
too,
had a
why don't
great-
you?
You don't even like chicken parm. That's
The
what's so
aroma
funny. You give him
sauce,
crap
yeah.
about chicken parm.
I had a great guest come in and just asked me, would it be possible? Can you just make me this dish? I said,
Oh
sure.
yeah, wow.
Well, like anything else, exactly like you.
Everyone heard. And
Everyone heard. They saw it. Another one went out. Another one went out. Another one went out. So I said, let's put it on the menu for the weekend. Forget it. Now I got vodka sauce coming out of every orifice in my body.
Oh,
Look at
I
that.
love that.
This one,
Oh, that's
Wow,
the duck
wow,
ragu.
wow.
this is the
That's-
ragu. So this is a fun
duck
dish too.
ragu.
It's a white ragu. And what we do is I take the pasta that we make in house. I take some broccoli rabe and I puree it until it's very, very thin, and then I
That's
put it through a sieve and I
Wow,
make the
fantastic.
pasta with broccoli rabe. So there's actual broccoli
Smells
rabe in the noodles, just to
round
give a little bit of a different
Yeah, it gives a little
different
texture,
and
a little
taste.
bit of a little bitter, which I like the broccoli.
and
rabe,
duck
so.
thighs, braised duck thighs. That's it. The best part of the duck,
Rich,
delicious. You
fatty.
gotta have some.
Okay, well, let me ask you, because we did
Unctuous,
this. I like doing
umami.
this because one thing I've learned from
Which
when we
you
do all these
with that?
shows is you all, as you were saying, first of all, you like doing rock music on the side, so I don't even
Yes.
know what time you really have, but
I-
for not only the restaurateur, the chef, but
Yes.
you literally are bringing food out, you're greeting everyone, so you don't have time to breathe. You don't even know what Publix prices are. So
Yeah, right.
that's how busy you are. You don't need fast food because you're that
No.
busy. Do you get? I know the community of chefs we
Yes.
talked about is a very tight knit community. We've
Yeah.
learned. Do you get out and about? You're in a great area,
Yeah.
even north of Miami, Palm Beach, this area, to try different fare and test different things
Yes.
and expose yourself to
So
it.
my hobby I don't golf. I don't go spelunking. I don't do any kind of weird
spelunking. That's
I mean,
a
you
great
do that in
word.
South Florida, but
Well, like, whatever. Like, just whatever it is. I don't skydive.
Yeah.
New restaurants and bars. It's my favorite thing to do
Okay.
because I love hospitality. I love dining. I love the culture. I love it. I love you get dressed up, you go to a restaurant, you have a great time, cocktail. And I love being with friends, right?
Okay.
Friends and people that I love. And what better way to share meals and cocktails with them? This is what I love to do. I wish I had a little bit more time. My work-life balance is it's also my fault. It's also my fault, Lou, because for me, I'm a psycho.
Yeah.
People want to
You're
get
perfectionist
they
and-
tell me I'm a psychopath, think that I'll get insulted. I'm like, hey, yeah, tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, you
I
are.
just
am
love
a
that
psychopath.
you use the word spelunking.
Yeah.
Troglodytes.
Jeez. He was trying to use
Wow.
another big word.
New,
But feel
some
good about
new
himself.
Jewish cult? What are you talking about here?
Spelunking is
Troglodyte.
people
I
who
heard
go
something
Low
down.
level person.
I heard something else.
They're basically people who go
It's a
down into
troglodyte.
caves and they
Yes.
like, I guess, exploring caves.
Yes.
Are spelunkers.
Troglodytes are like, aren't they
Troglodytes are people
amoebas?
who-
Yeah.
They live underground.
One-celled.
making
We
all
call
this
it
up.
one-celled
We
organisms.
call those demons.
He's looking at me like I'm a shot
Yeah.
fighter.
I
No,
think
you
they're
are a
one-celled
chef.
No, we
organisms.
call those demons.
By the way,
Instant
both of these
review.
dishes are outrageous. I mean,
Enjoy
just
it.
unbelievable.
I'm going in
Enjoy
for
Spicy
the.
Go in.
rigatoni,
I've had
unreal.
the duck-
and
Will you
this
eat
thing-
something?
I
You're getting thin.
enjoy
You're getting
talking to
thin.
you. I'm fine. So, anyways, okay, Ron, that's
Love
what
that.
you do for fun. Okay.
So yes, I go to Miami a lot. To try new restaurants. I love it.
do you try and talk to do you do the Mayo where, like, not criticizing, but just try and discuss with the other chefs? Like, I'm just curious how you guys.
No, and I'll tell you why. It ends up happening anyway because of the way I eat.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of the way I eat and because of whatever. And I'm not saying because I'm Mr. Popularity,
No,
whatever.
no.
But if the way, or else I don't want anybody to feel pressure. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to do an extra thing. I don't want anything comped. I don't want anything sent over. I don't want any of that
You
stuff.
want to just enjoy a meal.
But I have gotten very Jeremy Ford, actually, that I was eating and someone was like, are you in the business? And I was like, I am. We started talking and Jeremy came out and the next thing you know, my dinner was over. I was there for an extra hour and a half bullshit.
Right.
There you go.
And this was it's those experiences that make things even so much better. So it happens. And when it does happen, you have more of an organic friend. Like, hey, I'm the chef of so-and-so.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're trying
seem
to
to
rub
be.
it. I'm just curious, like, athletes learn from other athletes.
Sure. Oh,
I appreciate, like, just
hell yeah.
just shooting the word you've been using a lot and
Absolutely.
just talking and picking up something from
Absolutely.
them and they pick up something from you. Like, I think that's cool.
Listen,
Like,
in this business, the day that you think you know everything,
you're done.
pack up your knives, get the hell out, because there's so many things to learn. We don't know everything. I mean, we all still have to have an open mind and keep learning. And if the opportunity comes and you get to actually hang out with great chefs like Paula and Jeremy and this one and that one stuff, and you could, you just pick up these little stupid tricks here and there. I mean, it's a wealth of knowledge that happens usually over a coffee,
Or a beer,
or a glass of
some
wine.
great food. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not looking to pick up any tricks. I just sit there with my mouth open and occasionally
Right,
I
just
pick up
shovel it
bowls of pasta. Will
I don't need
show up.
I don't even know how you do it.
Your review of this duck dish, Mike Mayo. I mean,
Oh, it's great
phenomenal.
because
Wow.
one of the things I appreciate about Reno, he's not all about the red sauces. He likes to experiment
Yeah,
with the
sauces.
white sauces, the white cheese pizza with the fungi
Uh-oh.
and the duck. I don't know what that is.
Oh no,
All
I
right.
thought it was.
But yeah, this is a kind of a like he calls it, a white ragu.
Yep.
So it's a little bit on the
Tremendous.
creamier side, and I do appreciate broccoli rabe. It gives it a little bit of a tinge of some people call it bitterness. I say it's the realities of life that you feel when you're eating
Wow.
the dish. Yeah.
If the realities of life were only hit like broccoli rabe,
Yeah.
then
know.
be a
Better,
vegetarian.
And this duck ragu, the shredded thighs, I appreciate you using the thighs and not the
Have
breast
to.
because that is where all the the fat and the flavor.
Flavor, yeah.
But
Yeah,
breast doesn't
it's
break
good.
down the same way, and that's where you get all the that's where you get all that juice and the flavor, and it
breast,
breaks up
you
nice.
serve it as a whole piece and
Yep.
with a nice sear and maybe a little beautiful
Each
jus
dish,
underneath
though,
it.
Michael, a taste sensation, like of its own.
Thank
And I mean, from the pizza and of course these Wagyu balls, they were unbelievable.
Wagyu balls.
Wagyu
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
There's 4 ways coming up
Is it
again. I
spicy?
feel it.
Is that like
Yeah.
a Rocky Mountain oyster or something like that?
Whatever the
Arancini,
official name
rice
is.
balls.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's all right.
Arancini.
Unbelievable. But I mean,
Yeah.
the taste sensation and very definitive. the separate
The
dishes.
flavors, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Right.
The flavors that come out.
And-
Great job.
And it was funny. I was having this conversation. I don't know if it was with Eric, but somebody at the dinner last night is like, some people complain about, Italian food again.
Yeah.
But there's such
It's a
variety and the vibes of different downtown that, you go into a place like Heritage, it's one thing. You can go into Giovanni, it's another thing.
Casa Calabria is a whole different
Casa
thing.
Calabria.
Right.
Anthony's Runway 84.
Great job.
Very
Casa
different.
D'Angelo. You could go to all 5 of those places and you're having different experiences,
Yep.
and they're all great.
Sure.
And they're
Very
not
different
the
dishes.
same. It's not just Italian food.
Listen,
It's-
I was doing a restaurant over here. People would be like, "You're going to open up an Italian restaurant in Fort Lauderdale? You're mine."
Another
I
Louis
was like,
Passi.
but it ain't my Italian
Which you
restaurant.
probably were. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, but it ain't my Italian restaurant. I'm like, but this is up to us. This is why I don't do chicken parm, which is why I like a good chicken parm here and there.
Yeah, obviously.
I just don't want to serve it here. I do a nice panino for lunch, and I do that because why am I gonna it's the same thing with my booze, with my wines. Why am I going to give you the same thing that everyone else has?
Yep.
I don't like doing that. I do that for a reason, because if I have the same bottle of Mayo, man, or this, right? I had this lady come in.
Mayo,
she was
Mayo.
like,
Ugh.
"What's
Don't-
that? What's
don't
that
get-
trash Sauvignon Blanc that all the women drink?"
What's
it
Defo
called?
drinks that? The Kim Crawford?
Ooh,
don't do
no,
that.
it's the Sauvignon Blanc. It's the
Yeah,
Sauvignon
Sauvignon
Blanc.
Forget about
Oh,
that.
Sauvignon Blanc.
No,
Not
he's not drinking
Chardonnay.
Sauvignon Blanc.
All right. Which one was the
That's
Sauvignon?
below the Mendoza line.
That was
What is
I
it?
hit him hard.
Whispering Angels.
Oh,
that
that's a rosé.
or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's one of the Whitehaven.
Whitehaven could be it.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Whatever it is. And she's just like, you don't have this? And I was like, no, I don't. And let me show you why. And I went to the table with 3 different wines. And I said, I want you to broaden your horizons a little bit. Next thing you know, gave it to her. What happened? Did I do something wrong already?
No, it's
no, we're
Lubie.
laughing because at the end of the show, Louis.
Funny
No, it
joke
was on
is Lubie
purpose.
always
It's not-
forgets
I don't
to put
forget,
the
it's on
battery,
purpose.
The plug-in. So
It's
he,
on purpose.
it's like I think he
Haven't
purposely
forgotten.
rides around in his car where his
Thanks,
gas is like he tries to get it
No.
to empty.
Actually,
It's
I'm
the
the
same with
opposite.
the
I'm very
battery.
risk averse. This is better for your
Okay,
computer if you
it's
do that.
all good.
But anyways,
We're just,
go on, yeah.
We're just teasing you. I'm sorry. Go
What was I saying?
I have
I'm
no
talking about the lady with the wine.
Yeah.
Billy with the wine. She tried the wine. She ended up loving it. She goes, Can you order me a case? I said, sure. This is what I
Oh,
love
that's
to
cool.
do. This is what I love to do.
Well, it's just funny because people want their old standbys, and then when you do the old standby, they're like, well, "Do you have anything else? Do you have
Right.
anything new?"
Right, that's
Like
what
they
I'm
just want a
saying.
bitch. You know that.
So if we offer something new, you're unhappy. If we don't
Yeah.
offer anything new, most of the time I have to say, but this is why I have great guests. I really
Yeah.
do. I have great clients because
Phenomenal.
that's what they like about here.
Yeah.
That's
They're
what they
they're
like about here.
adventurous. They're adventurous
They're
eaters. They're
adventurous.
willing to
The Mayo
explore.
Kids Plate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
almost
Mayo-
got
we
me
gotta
there.
get-
Yeah.
Hey, we got to do one more break.
We gotta
Right?
get
You
out of
guys
here.
lost
Come
all
on,
track
Mayo.
of time.
Yeah, you're gone.
And again,
I'm sorry, it's my fault. This
No,
happens
that's all
every
right.
time.
Tomorrow we're at Delaware
It's 100%
Chicken and
your fault.
C191 North State Road 7 and get all your stuff for the entire holiday period there. Great seafood along with they have the poultry and the duck is great, here in the
There
duck
you go.
That was
ragu, but you
delicious.
can make
Wow.
duck for Christmas. A lot of people do that. Whatever you want, Delaware has it, and they'll take great care of you. Go to DelawareChicken.com for the offerings and come on out tomorrow if you want and do some shopping and say hello to us.
There you go.
Again, we'll be there from 1 to 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Watch Mayo eat Stonecrest.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh
And
my
I'll
God,
just
get the
dangle
bib out.
dangle it in front of your face.
Bring in the tarp.
I've got
Exactly.
Stonecrest.
Bring in the tarp.
You
Bring
can-
him a bit, man.
But
No,
you can
no,
buy-
delicious. Reno, unbelievable. You're knocking
Thank
it out
you.
of the park. You're coming on the show tomorrow, right, Tony?
I
Bruno?
think so.
Show
Yeah, I
on
guess.
our
Let
radio
me know.
show? Yeah,
Let's go to the
okay.
break, and
go
we'll
to the
come
break.
back
All right.
after these words. Are you going to stay? Are you
I'm gonna stay. No,
going
I'm
to stick
stay.
around? All right.
stay. I'm not
Why
going
are you
anywhere.
getting rid of him? He's good. He's gold. His ratings gold. It's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me. I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices, served with passion and pride. And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, for tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6. The early bird special runs from 4:30 to 5:30, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox. If you want great Italian food in a beautiful beachfront setting, have I got the place for you? Casa Calabria at the Ocean Manor Resort, 4040 Galt Ocean Drive in Fort Lauderdale. Highly rated across all the restaurant review platforms, and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved. Delicious, authentic Southern Italian food in a cozy dining room overlooking the Atlantic. Live music in the lounge, full bar, and a great wine list. Owner Frank Talrico takes great pride in his family recipes from his native Calabria. Fresh fish and seafood, veal, house-made pastas, and marinara sauces smooth as silk. You gotta try the imported meats and cheeses on the antipasta platters, and don't miss that ricotta gnocchi, fluffy little pillows straight from heaven. Casa Calabria, open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday, closed on Mondays. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova, or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets. They've got eggs Benedict. They've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox. Mayo here for Prezzo Italian Restaurants. 2 locations, Boca Raton at Park Place on Military Trail and Palm Beach Gardens in the PGA Commons on PGA Boulevard. Contemporary Italian cuisine with house-made pastas, wood-fired pizzas, salads, veal, chicken, and of course their famous focaccia bread with oven-roasted garlic bulbs. In Garlic We Trust is their slogan, and you can trust Prezzo for a great experience with gracious service and tremendous value. Open 7 days, featuring brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour. Great wine deals and full bar at both locations. For reservations and more information, go to eatprezzo.com. All right, we're back to wrap up a Heritage Visit Lauderdale in Reno, Sorbonne. We went to overtime today because you are Roberto Luongo's brother-in-law.
Oh, boy. I won't shit the bed in overtime. Sorry.
No, actually, you're rallying.
I think we went to a shootout.
I think
Mayo.
we won the
we
shootout.
Went to a food
we won
shootout.
the shootout. We got the duck ragu. We got the spicy rigatoni with
spicy
the
rigatoni,
beautiful burrata.
a home run.
Everything here is great.
That was great.
And we thank you so much.
Thanks,
I know everybody's got the parking meters. I got to put in a word for our friends, Tropical Acres, 2500 Griffin Road. They still have some availability. Christmas Day, they're going to be open 1 to 8 p.m. with their holiday menu and some of their great classics, including the prime rib, filet mignon. They have ham and turkey on the holiday. Reservation 954-989-2500, 954-989-2500. Old school values and charm, great hospitality. That's the Studiali family and the Tropical Acres way. All right, Reno, any parting shots for anybody? Or has anybody left a bad review lately? But how good? How good
No. We've been good. There's this one douche or doofus. We'll go doofus on Google that I've been going back and forth with. He's really losing sleep. This guy. I mean, every few days he's updating it, and I fire back, and I was just like,
What's the issue? Him being a doofus.
Honestly, I don't even know. I mean, I could pull it up, but I don't.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Well,
Yeah,
what do you mean
don't
worry about it? We don't have the time.
That's it.
I mean, I'm ready now.
We'll take the high road. We'll do it next
No,
time.
no, I'll
We gotta
take the
leave them
subway.
wanting more. All right.
People say all the time, take the high road. Nope, I'll be in the subway. Nope.
You know why?
take the
Because
high
you
road.
like single,
So,
whatever
I like,
it is. Because
what'd you call it?
spelunking?
No,
Or
it's
spelunking?
troglodytes
something,
are like amoeba
Troglodytes.
underneath the surface.
Troglodytes live beneath the surface,
Buddy.
and that's
Can't
where
wait to tell you.
Everyone's
off camera what
welcome
I
here
thought
at
you said.
Heritage. There you go.
Say goodbye, Mayo.
All
Turn
right.
down to say goodbye.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Yeah.
Good night, Gracie.
Take
Enjoy
care.
every
See you
sandwich.
soon.
VLFoodWine.com for all your event tickets.